So here now we are into the last video of the loops in C language. So what we are going to do or learn here in this video, we are going to learn here in this video as infinite loops, break and continue statements in loops. So if we talk about the infinite loop is one which has infinite iterations. Means the loop continues to be iterate and having no ending. Then break statement is used to break the loop at any point. Okay, if we have started the loop and at any moment of time we want to break the loop, then we have to use the break statement, and the continue statement is used to skip the loop to the next table. Now we have started the loop and at particular level we want to skip the loop and move to the next level, then we have to use the continue statement. So how to create the infinite loop, how to use break and continue statement in the loops. So let's move to our IDE. So now we are into our IDE, and here we have to first create the file. So for that I'm going to file menu. From there you have to select the new option, then we have to click on the source file, or we can simply press the Ctrl+N key. So first I'm going to show you how to write the infinite loop. For that I am declaring a header file here, hash include stdio.h. that is the header file I have declared. Then here I write void main function, and here we start with the body of the main function. So here I am writing a variable, say a, and to this variable assigning a value, say a is equal to say 10. Then here I write for, and here I put written the for label. And what I have done, I have not initialized this for loop, neither I have checked the condition for this, and neither I have done increment or decrement for this. What I am doing to here, I am printing the value of using %d, and here I would like to display the value of the variable, say a. At the end put semicolon here. Now save your program by just click on the save button, and C source file has to be typed, and here I am giving the name to this as say infinite. Then save the program, then go to your execute menu, then choose compile and run. So this is our program is into the infinite loop. It's keep on displaying 10 and 10, 10 and 10, 10 and 10, and this will not end until I will not shut down my computer or close this shell. So this is the way of declaring the infinite loop using the for. This is also can be done using the while loop or with the help of do while loop. So along with this, I am going to explain you how to use break and continue statement in the program. So I'm removing these lines from here to here, as no more these are required, and here I'm writing a comment entry. So that is demo program, and here in this demo program to display prime number from 1 to 100. So I would like to display all the prime numbers from 1 to 100 in this program. So what that I am doing, I am going to include a header file here as say stdio.h, and I need one more calculation, that is mathematical calculation over here. So I am including another file here, that is include math.h. so math.h is the header file that is in the C library of the C, which include all the mathematical function. So here I have to write the body of the main function. So for that I am declaring the variable, say int number, then another variable here I am taking as say I for the counter, one more variable here I am taking say count, and one more variable as for the flag I am taking say prime. So what I have done, I have declared 4 variable here. One is, first variable is num, then second is I, then count, then prime. 4 variable I have declared. So next I would like to display a message for the user, printf. Here prime numbers, this is to be written in double quotes. So here I write prime numbers between 1 to 100 and put the backslash n, at the end put the semicolon. Now this message has been displayed over there. Now I have to make a loop. Say for that I am using for loop over here, and here I am writing number is equal to say 1. So we have to start display the prime number from 1 to 100. So number I have initialized from 1. Then second I have to say number say less than equal to 100, and then I have to increment the number by 1, as I have to check first 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, and so on up to 100. So I have to make the increment for that. And here in this what I am doing, as we know from the mathematics that 1 is not the prime number or neither the composite number. So I will write to say if num is equal to 1. As we know that number 1 in the counting is not the prime number, neither the composite number. So if number is equal to 1, then here I have to display a message for the user, printf, that 1 is not prime number and composite number. Then put the backslash n here at the end, and just we don't want to display the 1 over there. So what I will do, I will use continue statement here. The continue statement is used when we have to skip a particular value, okay, or we want to move to the next level, then we have to use a continue statement. So this is we have done here. Now in the next line what we have to do, I write here within the loop here inside this loop I have to write say count is equal to square root. We have to calculate the square root of say num. So here the square root function is used whose who will calculate the square root of this number, whatever the number here. First it will calculate the 1, then 2, whatever. It will calculate the square root of that and it will assign that value to the count. So here we have used the square root function, and that's why we have included the header file math.h here. And using this I am set the prime value equal to 1. Now here we have set the value of prime equal to 1. So I'm taking another for loop here within this, that this is nesting of the loop is going to be there, and here I'm writing I is equal to 2. Now we have skipped the value of 1. Now 1 is not the prime number or not the composite number, so here we have to start from the 2. Then I less than equal to count. Now we have to execute this loop, and to check for whether the value of I less than equal to count, then we have to increment the value of I by 1. And here in this for loop, within this we have to check another if, that if num, whatever the number, divided by, when we hand for this we have to check for the remainder, so we have to use the modulus operator. If num divided by I, value of I, and that is equal to 0, then what we have to do, we have to set the value of prime equal to 0, and what we have to do, we have to break the loop. Okay, we have to break the loop. Now here, after this, outside the body of this if, we have to write if condition here in the first loop, that is if prime, if the value of prime is, here prime means if we have set the value of prime is equal to 1, it means true, and when we have set the prime's value is equal to 0, it means false. So if prime is true, condition true, then what it has to do, it will display the prime number. So for that I am using printf function here, and here I am to write the percentage d as the format for this, and backslash t for the tab space, and comma, here I have to give the reference of the variable whose value we wanted to display, that is num, and here we have to close the body of if. So this is our now for loop is closed, and here we have closed the main. So after this we have to save the program. For this I will click on the save button here, and this program is already saved with the name of infinite.c. so just click on that, then go to execute menu, then choose compile and run. So here it is showing me message that unexpected identifier or before this token, so we must have to close. Okay, so this if have started and this for loop has started from here, and this has closed here, this if has started here, this closed here, this for loop has started here, and this closed here. So this is the, I think this is extra one has been added here. So just go and save the changes, go to execute menu and choose compile and run. Now this time our program is compiled without any error and warning, and here is the output, prime number between 1 to 100. Here it is showing me that 1 is not prime number and composite number. So after that it's showing me 2, then 3, then 5, then 7, then 11, then 13, then 17, then 19, then 23, then 29, then 31, 37, 41, 43, 47. So as we see over here, if you see, I'm showing here prime number C, program to find the prime number from 1 to 100. So as the hint over here is I'm giving you, that is prime numbers are the number which are divisible by 1 or itself. Okay, they are divisible by 1 or itself, or only having the 2 multiple, that is 1 or that number itself. So if we think about 2 can be divided by 1 or by 2 only, 3 can be divided by 1 or 3 only, 5 can be divided by 1 and 5 only, 7 can be divided by 1 and 7 only. Same way with 11, 13, 17, 19. So these numbers have no any other multiple other than itself and 1. So this is our desired program. So here what we have done, we have used the concept of continue and break. So here continue, how has continue work over here? If we see this output, our number will start from first. Now but we have done, if number is equal to 1, so it will display us a message like this way, and continue. What it will do, it will skip the number 1. So number 1 has not been displayed over here, so it has started from number 2. Then according to that it has we have, but so count, it will, what it will do, initially the value of number is 1, so it will do the square root of 1, then prime's value is set equal to 1, that is true for initially I is equal to 2 and I less than equal to the count. Then what we have done, we have incremented the value of I, and if number divided by I and the remainder is equal to 0, what we have done, we have set the prime's value equal to 0, that is prime is equal to false. And what we have done, we have break. So this for loop will get break. If prime, now this condition doesn't turn to be true and prime still remain true, then it will display the value of a number. Okay, so what it has done, it has done check for 2, so 2 is the prime number, then he has checked for 3, 3 the prime number, then it has checked for the 4, 4 is not the prime number, so it has, here the loop has breaked over there. So then next he has checked for the 5, 5 is success, 7 is done. So this is how we have used the break and continue statement, and this is how we can write a program in C to print the prime number between 1 to 100. So that's all for now. See you soon in the next video.